KZN Future 50, powered by F&B Business and East Coast Radio, is up next. Stay tuned as we spotlight an unstoppable business shaping our future's province.
They say it's just business, but it's so much more for us as Mzansi businesses. It's about showing up every day on every street corner, B&B, barbershop, farm, franchise, and manufacturer. Because giving up is just not an option. It's about the comfort we, as over 1 million unstoppable businesses, feel from having F&B Business behind us. They help us stay unstoppable. Help changes everything. Global Finance 2024 Best SME Bank in South Africa. F&B, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized FSP and credit provider.
The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Fatidis, inspiring KZN's business future.
It's time for KZN Future 50, and for that we have Pavlo Fatidis from Auric. Good morning, Pavlo.
Good morning, Carmen.
Tell me, which business will you be featuring today and why did you pick them?
Well, it's a business that everyone would not have seen, but everyone would have felt. It is a business that specializes in structural steel fabrication and installations. So what that effectively means is everything in our infrastructure has got steel in it. Everything, wherever you look. That steel gets designed and shaped and built into the shape it's in, typically supporting concrete or whatever the case may be. And we see it across our bridges, across our roads. We see it in factories, in homes, in offices. This business specializes in it, and it's called BTL Engineering and Project Management, led by and founded by Andrew Cunningham.
Tell me, what makes them special enough to be on the KZN Future 50?
Well, you know what's interesting? When I spoke to Andrew, he said, I chose to stay in South Africa. And I thought, well, okay, that's a good thing. And why is it important though? And why does it really matter? And the reason it does is because he's highly skilled as an engineer. And here's the thing, Carmen, the number of engineers, nurses, doctors, business people with skills that have been taken from South Africa, persuaded by other countries looking for those skills to immigrate and take their skills there is astounding. I'll give you an example. Right now, Saudi Arabia is building what is said to be the first, most modern digital city in the world in a place called Neom. And the number of South African skills that are being used over there is remarkable. Although our president had promised that he would turn South Africa into a construction building site in order to make up for all the infrastructure we need, it hasn't happened. And those skills get lost. And when the construction boom comes in South Africa, which has to happen, what will we rely on? So Andrew stuck around. More than that, it matters because he means it both in terms of himself and the company he's built. He has an internal academy where he trains his staff from scratch in terms of how to design and fabricate steel-related products. He gets youngsters in with very little experience and builds up their capacity and capability. That view on skills is absolutely vital over here because Andrew already has a long-term view, and fortunately, luckily, his son and daughter seem very interested in working with their father to take this business from the founding generation in Andrew's hands to its next generation. We can get that right. It means we keep skills in the country, and those skills will foster the environment we all want to live in.
That's so important in South Africa. Tell me, where will BTL Engineering and Project Management be in 5 years?
Well, the problem with any engineer out there, all of you listening who are engineers, here's your problem. You can see an answer to everything because you've got the skills to build something to resolve any problem out there. And when you have those kinds of skills, you build a business that is able to offer many, many different capabilities and services. It's fantastic in the early stages, but as you grow, you need to then start narrowing down and becoming specialist in 2 or 3 or 4 areas so that you can actually build what we call scale in the business. In other words, you can start to expand the business, grow the business in a fashion where, especially when you bring in the next generation of young leaders into it, they can make the business bigger, better, and more solid. And with that, Andrew is now deciding to focus more on the fabrication side than the project management side. And in order to improve his capability over there and upgrade the capability of his team, he's going to be looking at making some big investments in new machinery like CNC machinery, computer-aided design systems, plasma welders. All of that will make him more effective. It will improve the efficiency of his business, it'll raise the capability of his team to the next level, and it will make him one of the biggest and better players in his chosen industries. And those two industries are the food and grain equipment sectors. That's where he wants to be.
Well, Pavlo, what can KZN do to support BTL Engineering and Project Management?
It has to be funded. And how do business people fund their visions and their futures, especially if they've got a 50-year future ahead of them, with a son and daughter hopefully joining the business in the next 5 years? The way you fund it is you've got to grow and you've got to get more clients on board. And when you create the profits from those clients, you reinvest it in the new plant and equipment, and you reinvest it in the skills of your team, and you reinvest it in your kids', let's call it, entree into the business and succession over a period of time. So to make that happen, what we need are project managers and engineers or buyers in the food and grain industry that are looking for those conveying solutions. If you are a supplier of plant and equipment, CNC machines, plasma welders and the like for the steel fabrication industry, go visit Andrew, go to BTL, and then do a deal to take the old machinery, install new machinery, and get paid over a period of time as his business grows, because that's what partnership's about.
Pavlo Fatidis from Oric is joining us for KZN Future 50. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to get involved in the KZN Future 50, you go to ecr.co.za and you can find all the information on every company that we feature.